starts off shooting the way they did in the first quarter with 11 threes, obviously offense is giving you a chance to be in a game. But what is it like kind of just to watch a player in the flow like that with D'Lo?
Yeah, I mean, it was, we felt we could create a lot of good looks if we just shared the ball like we have been doing. And, we were able to do that. And then, got off to a great start. That was, I think, a key for us on a tough back-to-back against a very good team. So.
And in the second half, how did you think the adjustment was for defending without fouling?
Yeah, it was better for sure. I mean, we had a lot of silly fouls early. They're physical. They put their body on you, heading to the hoop. A little bit better discipline, I think. A little better verticality. But they still shot too many free throws, way too many.
Chris, does it seem like D'Lo and Ant have a little thing going where D'Angelo gets it started and Ant kind of inflicts himself as the game goes along? I mean, it just seemed like they've got a little pattern developing.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like intentional, but it's it's kind of it's kind of how they're doing it, I guess. D'Lo's staying ready, his catch and shoot is really, really on point, and that's big for him and for us. Then obviously he exits and and Ant is out there by himself and kind of turns it up a notch. So.
How about him, Jaden, Rivers on Fox? Just the job until the fourth, I guess, of really making it tough on him.
Yeah, I thought we did a great job there. Then he started living in our paint. We needed to kind of get up, be a little bit more aggressive in our pick and roll at that point in time. I thought we did a good job of. Other than the free throw shooting, I think we did a great job of really defending them. They 9 for 33 from the 3-point line, and a lot of guys out there on the wrong side of 50% from the field goal percentage. So.
And then Ant, I think for January is well over 50% from three. How do you see him mixing that shot in, but also trying to keep defenses honest and go into the basket? And
I think for me it all starts for him, his ability to attack when he comes out with the mindset to attack. Puts his defenders on the heels. It gives him that extra cushion for the dribble three. I really like his catch and shoot threes right now too. They're setting up a lot of closeout opportunities that he's also attacking. Like everything's like picked up a pace with him. In terms of his decision making, is way less holding.
The third quarter has been really good for you guys all month, and Ant's been really good in the third all month. Did you sense it? Have you sensed at all that he took it upon himself to kind of help squash that issue?
That's a question for him. Really, I haven't. I've noticed way more of a collective spirit. At halftime and coming out. We've just been playing better all the way through the game. So we're not lacking confidence at halftime like we had been early in the season, and chemistry and confidence wasn't there. We've talked about this a lot, and then we've come out and we had a couple mistakes early, and this is way long ago, and it's not like that any longer. It's not like that.
So many more catch and shoot opportunities, it seems like, for Ant and D'Lo. Are these guys seeing how much easier the game becomes when they all just move the ball and get off it early?
I think so. We went through a similar thing last year, when we had a lot of reserves playing heavy minutes due to COVID. Those guys kind of really got the ball moving and kind of showed what the offense can do when you just let it breathe. But these guys have been doing an excellent job, really have been. Everybody, really,
Chris, Rudy impacts the game in such different ways than many other star players do. And I would imagine as a teammate, it might take some time to understand what those ways are. Do you feel like you're seeing that in the rest of the roster, like them understanding where he really drives winning for you guys?
I think so, for sure. It's whether it's his rolling, his screening, of course, his rebounding, and his presence at the rim. I think these guys have a great appreciation for him. So much so they expect him to block every single shot. They get frustrated when he doesn't. That's certainly unrealistic. And I think early on we were relying on him way too much. Now I think our defense at the point of attack is way better. So his, gives him a chance. We're not just releasing guys full speed at him all night long. But I do believe there's an appreciation for what Rudy does for this team. Certainly there is for me and the coaching staff, I know. So.
Do you think one of the reasons this team is playing so much better recently is that players are beginning to recognize also what they do best and are starting to do that rather than trying to broaden their game beyond what they're
I think so.
They have been?
I think so, for sure. Our offense has a lot of freedom in it. Sometimes that freedom can be, corrupted, by trying to do too much or try to showcase things that aren't in your best skill set. So, but yeah, I think everyone's kind of playing to their best self right now.
As Ant gets better and better, is it harder or easier to overlook the inevitable things he does wrong?
Well, we expect a lot out of him. So I don't overlook any of it. It's all part of a great learning curve for him. He's growing so fast. He's learning. He stays coachable all the time. Those are the things that we love about him, and that's why he's gotten to this level so quickly. But yeah, just still understanding time, score situations, those types of things. I think are important too.
He made a play on muffed an assignment on defense, and you came toward him at late in the fourth, right around crunch time. Is that the kind of situation where you want to say something to him at the same time? He's having a great game. Yeah,
I mean, it's my I got my job to coach these guys, and at that point in time, there's really not if we're blowing defensive assignments late in the game, there's no hierarchy to that,
They didn't obviously play. They weren't matched up against each other, but there was a lot of talk before the game about all-star hopefuls and Fox and Ant, and I know that wasn't the main focus of this game, but it was a subtext. I mean, the talk of Ant rising to that occasion and kind of embracing it, is that just another step in his development?
I mean, that's who he is. We saw that in the playoffs last year. We're a little unsure how he would react to those big moments, but that's kind of what fuels him. He loves a big challenge. He's really competitive. He's a heck of a young player, and he's had to me, a no-brainer all-star season right now. So I know he wanted to prove that to everybody out there.
Talked about this in the past, but it just doesn't seem coincidental that the quarter where you create separation is the one where Ant goes off. Like, have you seen guys who are such a barometer or a lightning rod, I guess, for their team success than Ant in this team?
I'm sure there's been other examples. So, when the ball goes in at a high rate, you're going to create separation. He's making everything at the moment. His three, his pull up, he's getting to the rim. But I think also, we've worked hard to try to get the right lineup combinations out there, and I think we're in a good rhythm there, and that helps accentuate everybody's game. So.
Chris, 10 rebounds from him, 8 rebounds from Jaden. Did you see the effort that you needed from multiple people, not just Rudy tonight?
Yeah, it was for sure in the way that Sabonis hits first and clears you out down there. You need everyone else in the fight because Rudy had his hands full just trying to contest. He did a good job of matching that physicality. And then, Jaden had come in and rebounded at a high level I hadn't seen for, quite some time, which is huge for us and for him. And Ant, of course, too. Thanks, guys.